Here we go. Okay, I did it. We're doing it.
Ooh, don't do it yet.
It's too late.
Don't do it yet.
It's too late.
Don't do it.
You want to get like just a little bit closer because you're like all the way off the camera.
I'm writing a long
like,
text.
Like half of your body is entirely outside of.
I just got to respond to some text.
Okay. Do you want me to help? Who you texting?
That isn't great. That is bad framing.
Oh, yeah, get it. Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I want.
Nice.
Just a little more that way. No, just a little more. No, the other way.
Let's go closer than we've ever been.
Okay, yeah, get in here. Get in here, bud. Perfect.
Yeah.
Right, let's do it this way.
Okay.
Then they can see my sweet shoes. Oh, look how friggin' sweet these shoes are.
Those are sweet.
Ooh. With the matching gum soles, baby.
They look like a Hostess dessert.
What is it called?
And these are your little creamies. Your little white socks are the creamies.
My shoes are cream filled. Cream filled sneakies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all twisted up now.
This is so.
Here we go.
This is so late night.
This is perfect. Yeah. Oh man, this is.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, which one of us is? Which one of us is?
I'm Michael Shea. You're Colin Jost.
More like Colin Jokes. You ever heard that one before?
I honestly don't even get that.
Colin. Okay, look.
Colin Jost.
Oh, look. Oh, okay. So it's still the pre-show.
Yep.
I don't want to put our guests through this conversation that we have to have right now.
Okay.
Too hot to handle. Going back to our roots, baby.
It's so hard to look at you. I can only.
No, look me right.
That's
in
the hard.
eyes,
That's
baby.
that's the hard
Here,
thing.
Put it over here.
Okay.
And then you can.
Well, this is.
Oh yeah, this is what we want.
You watched it? You watched Too Hot to Handle?
Yeah, I watched it all yesterday.
You watched? I didn't finish it.
Oh,
Rachel.
Marvin won.
My secret crush made me stop watching it.
Nathan was supposed to win. Nathan was doing everything right.
How much money did they lose?
Oh, so much.
They were kissing like crazy.
Yeah, they got down to 30,000.
Oh my gosh.
And then Marvin and Melinda.
Yeah.
Marvin and Melinda got some money back.
Oh, good.
By staying in the room overnight.
Celibacy.
And they didn't. they put the bench and the bed in between them.
Smart.
That's the way to do it.
That's how our parents did it.
You put the bench in the bed.
Yep. That's the celibacy bench.
Oh yeah, that's the way to do it.
I like to think it was a twin-size bed in the bed. I'm going to tell you what my solution to that show is. Someone needs to be really poor on the show.
Yeah, so they're like,
mm-hmm.
I need this money.
And I
need this money. I'm gonna make an emotional connection.
Yeah.
I love you. And just walk up to everyone in the house. I love you. I love you.
and they need an organ that costs exactly $100,000.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
But then when somebody fucks it up for them, what do they take their organ?
They get that's a nice twist in this.
Oh, you want to have a little smooch?
Yeah.
Well, in that case, give me that kidney.
Yeah, give me your fucking kidney. Everyone's too rich, it seems like. If they're willing to kiss for 10 grand.
Well, I mean, it's only 3 grand for a kiss.
Look, still
4 grand for a handy.
That's big kissing money. Well, really, the handy is only 4 grand.
4 grand for a handy.
That's surprising.
Although
that should cost more.
Wait, if they finish, it might be more.
Cum is 15,000.
15K per cum.
It's a perfect show. Well, this is a perfect show.
This is a perfect show.
Yeah.
Top 10 shows that exist. World's Hottest Goss.
Mm-hmm.
Too Hot to Handle. Oh, top 10 shows that have the word hot in the title.
Yeah.
World's Hottest Goss.
Yep.
Too Hot to Handle.
Mm-hmm.
Hot in Cleveland.
What is that? The Drew Carey show?
No, Hot in Cleveland is the one with what's her name, and also the Gilmore Girl.
I didn't even know that.
Betty White. And also a Gilmore Girl.
Hot in Cleveland.
Was it a Gilmore Girl or was it Courtney Cox? They're the same person. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should have been more on this. see, McDougal in the chat telling us it was a good pre-show.
Mhm.
It was a good pre-show.
That was
See, when you're this physically close, it's hard to not have.
yeah.
It's hard to not be in there in the pocket. You know what I'm talking about?
That's what Thomas Middleditch says.
If you're physically touching, you're always in the pocket.
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
Oh boy, howdy!
Mhm.
Look, let's hop right in, shall we?
Oh, did you have a super secret theme to put across the screen for us to?
I sure do.
And I'm not even gonna try and guess it. I'm just gonna clasp my hands in patience.
Here it comes. Guy's named Gary.
Whoa!
Guy's named Gary is the theme.
Okay.
Theme of the show. Guy's named Gary.
That's a good theme. That's a good theme.
Gary Oldman.
Okay.
Gary Busey.
Yep. Ooh, Gary Shandling.
Gary Shandling.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Who's that one comic that wrote a comedy tip every day?
Gary Goldman.
Mm-hmm. Hate that guy.
Why is he so tall?
Exactly.
I feel like once you're past like 6'1", I'm always gonna ask, why are you so tall?
Don't book anyone over 6'1".
Why'd you get there?
Yeah.
How'd you get there?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like tall people, you should stop.
You know what it is?
Less tall people.
You know what it is?
What are they there for?
They're not doing gymnastics, and gymnastics stunts
yeah.
your height.
That's everybody knows that I am a professionally trained gymnast.
Uh-huh.
Best gymnast in the world, maybe. Honestly. It's like Simone Biles and then me.
Clancy was supposed to be 7'2".
I was.
Mhm.
And then I was a gymnast.
Mm-hmm. Simone Biles
So
was
now
4'8".
I'm 5'2".
Yeah.
Would that be?
I'm so glad you're not 5'2".
I love the idea that would just destroy everybody's perception of like everything in this room.
That's a different hang.
Like everybody who has watched this show for almost a year now
Mhm.
are like, oh wait, everything's smaller than I thought.
It's exactly what happened to Tom Cruise. It's exactly what happened to Tom Cruise.
People found out how short he was, and they were like, "Oh, wait, was it just like little prop planes? What's happening?"
Exactly.
What's that deal? What's up with that? Where he did his own stunt on the plane in Mission Impossible. How do you do that? How do you hang on?
I don't know.
You think he was glued to that plane?
He probably had a string on his waist.
Ooh, waist string. Like a.
That's
like
a classic movie trick.
I feel like that's what skateboarders do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Waist strings.
Yep.
Let's see.
Gary the Snail.
Professor Oak's asshole grandson.
Oh.
Was he an asshole or just
Mhm.
or did he just want his grandfather's approval?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both. You can have both.
You could, yeah. I guess that's true. Gary the Snail from SpongeBob.
That's a
good Gary.
all-time Gary.
Top 10 Gary.
That's a top 10 Gary for sure. Mhm.
All right. Do you wanna go ahead and get a friend in here?
Yeah, let's call a friend.
Oh, also shout out to our studio audience, baby. We got a whole.
This is a live show.
Audience.
This is a live show. It's my cousin.
Make some noise.
I'm putting Parp 209 on blast.
Oh shit.
This is an outing.
On blast.
I'm outing Parp 209. Parp 209 has been my cousin this whole time. Years.
Oh, I thought you were just outing him for being in the room.
And well, we already outed my cousin for being in the room, but the chat maybe didn't know that Parp 209 the whole time was a double agent.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What is this, Inception?
This is season 2 of Lost.
I feel
which
like
is pretty
I got
good.
fully mementoed just now.
You got memento. I wish I had a pen to write stuff on your body.
All right, here we go. First guest of the night. Here she comes. Here she comes. Emma Jonas.
Here I come. Uh-oh. What up? Hello.
House, baby.
Way to go.
Hey.
Congrats on touching. That's really nice.
We're all touching.
Look at us touch.
They lowered their mandates.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're just in it.
Yep.
We're a big milky mess.
Clancy is showing contact. Clancy is showing off the ankles and the creamy blues.
Really nice. Really nice work. I do have to say, You forgot one of the renowned Garys of the world, Gary Seinfeld.
Oh, I love Gary Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
What's
mean,
the deal with airplanes when Tom Cruise hangs on to them?
Mhm.
it's a great question.
Is it a string on the waist?
What
What
is
do you
the
think?
deal with maybe wearing a harness?
No, it
Hmm.
can't be a heart. Then it wouldn't even be a stunt.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. It's he seems like he's riding on pure adrenaline and well, God, he's got God behind him.
Mhm.
No, he has
Scientology.
Xenu behind him.
Scientology God. Yeah. What is it? Xenu?
They don't call it God. It's Xenu.
I haven't read the full series.
There's like an alien, and they put ghosts in a volcano.
It's like a thick-dicked mermaid.
Oh, that's fun. That's okay. I could get into that. Do I give? Can I?
Praise be unto the thick dick mermaid.
That's. I mean, if you're going to worship any kind of entity, that's the way
It
to
better
go.
be
I
a
would
thick
say.
dick mermaid.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm right there with you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm in the mix.
I'm mixing that. Like
You ever
trail mix.
Oh wait. Xenu is the devil? Oh wait, we got some information in the chat.
Okay.
Xenu might be their devil.
That's good.
Wait, so
That's
is
good
L.
intel.
Ron Hubbard God? Is
He
there a God?
he's the creator. That's a god thing. It's a god thing.
Well, I thought Xeno did the
Xenu
thing.
had spaceships that looked like jumbo jets.
I think Xenu. Oh, maybe Xenu stole your the souls. I don't. They were like ghosts, space ghosts. He stole our space ghosts and put them in the volcano.
That's a fun religion.
And so now we have to. I think tell everybody about everything that we do and yell at ashtrays.
Okay.
I love Scientology.
And you're not allowed to be gay, but that's just
Nope.
religions in general.
Gotcha.
That's just,
If you-
moral.
It would be weird. At this point, it would be weird if someone started a religion and they were like, "It's okay, you could be gay if you want to."
What if you have to be gay to be in the religion?
It would freak me out. I would be like, "That's not what religion is.
Yeah, that's sus.
That doesn't
That's
count.
already Catholicism, isn't it?
No tax exemption for you."
That's just kidding. That's not gayness.
Are you getting into any new fun religions, Emma?
Kind of. Well, I do want to mention up top here, I'm not here to necessarily just have fun and to learn things, but I do have a message to share. The last time you invited me onto this show, I came on as a really fun character, really brilliant, excellent, perfect work on my part. She was like a fun Christian lady. And this time, like I said, I am also. Thank you. That's exactly what I was going for. I have brought a message that I think is more important than anything about God. As we all know, yesterday was a certain holiday wherein people like to mess around with dangerous substances.
Christmas. You're talking about Christmas.
Well, American Christmas, yes. Also known
And
as
by
4th of
dangerous
July.
substances, you mean Jesus?
Yes,
Fucking got you.
Well,
You
by
got.
Jesus, if by Jesus you mean illegal fireworks, then yes.
That's my Jesus.
Yeah.
That's the
Well,
only Jesus
a lot of
I
people,
pray to.
a lot of people seem to really worship these things. And until last night, I was a true believer, but I have succumbed. I have been burned.
Oh no!
So
Were you
I
burning a cross?
I was doing what I thought was the right thing to do, celebrating, a holiday by lighting off some fireworks, and now I don't get to do basically anything ever again with my little hands.
People.
Yeah.
Is it fisting? It doesn't count as fisting. It's a nubbing, and that's not as good.
I mean,
there's not really a category for that.
I feel like you might be able to get a little deeper with a nub.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible, but it's been a hard day.
It would just feel the same from tip to elbow. So
Yeah.
you wouldn't really
I don't
know.
know. The
Yeah.
callus on the end of the nub. I feel like that would be interesting at least.
The callus, the weenus.
Mm.
No,
Oh,
the other
this-
end. The
this-
callus
this
where the
end.
hand was.
The business end.
Gotcha.
Yeah, well,
Mhm.
the thing is,
No,
all
I
the
think
nerve
the elbow is
endings.
definitely the business end in this case.
I'm sorry, it's just actually not a laughing matter. The nerve endings are burned off, and so in any future fist, see, I can't do air quotes anymore.
Mhm.
In any future nubbing endeavors I may wish to embark on, I don't even get to, really feel what's happening.
Yeah.
So
It would be maybe really useful for like boxing though, because I feel like one of the big stopping points in boxing is that it hurts on the fist part.
Sure.
But if you don't feel anything, and then no wrist to accidentally snap from punching too hard,
that's true.
I feel like you have a major future in boxing.
Possibly an unfair advantage, which doesn't feel right to me.
Oh yeah, you might get taken out of the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Only 3 things you can get taken out of the Olympics for: marijuana, too much testosterone, and no hands.
Yeah.
Yep. That third one sneaks up on a lot of people.
It does,
Thinking
because
they're gonna get in there. You'd be good at you're really probably better at artificially inseminating cattle.
Can't hold the baster.
Well, you could just dip your nub in the cum.
That's maybe you're right here. I've got a career in my future.
Dip your nub in the cum.
Get a bucket.
Can you fit that on your little sign behind you?
You put
Just dip your nub in the cum.
you swirl it around in a bucket of cum.
Yeah. No, and that would be very fun for me. But I don't want to be walking around with just cum nubs because I wasn't educated. I don't want this to happen to any of you. Anyone out there watching, don't get cum nubs.
Yeah.
Post cum nub wash.
You go into this with sterile nubs and you come out of it with sterile nubs.
Nub to nub. You don't get a great scrub from a nub.
You gotta hire someone to be your scrub buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My nub
So
scrubber.
when you come away from the cum bucket, you go, scrub buddy, come scrub my nubs.
Where's my nub scrubber? Yeah, it's just there's a lot of extra stuff in my life that I'm gonna have to think about now, just because I was a fool.
Are you looking forward to fireworks next year?
I'm always up for learning a new skill, and I feel like by then I will be very dexterous with my feet, and I now know all the best safety precautions. I know what went wrong.
I feel like a lot of people who have not hands go like the hook route, get some sort of hook or like some sort of situation that you can move around, like you reposition it.
That's true. There are all kinds of incredible prosthetics out there now.
So you could just get a fireworks attachment. So fireworks instead of hands.
That's well, one hand would be fireworks, one possibly a lighter.
Yeah, or like a blowtorch maybe.
Okay.
You got a blowtorch here. You got fireworks here, and maybe it'd be like a revolver of fireworks, so you could pop a bunch in.
See, I feel like this is like the devil's talk. I feel like this is very dangerous for me to ideate about.
I mean,
because it's
what's
very
the worst that
enticing.
could happen? You already lost the hands.
Yeah, well, I don't want to lose the nubs too.
Oh well, but then you just have.
Then
I guess you just have like smaller and smaller nubs.
Yeah, they're small enough. Let's just put it that way.
The good news is you don't have to clap at open mics anymore.
Oh yeah, that's true. I don't have to high five.
T-shirt gun arms.
How am I gonna load them now?
I feel like
all
you
these
can load it.
questions.
I feel like you can load a T-shirt gun without hands. You can stuff with a nub.
That's true. Okay, I'm gonna I'll add that to the list of considerations, which
Also,
I just have to memorize. I can't so much write it down at the moment.
You can also just add it to the list of duties of the nub scrubber.
Mm-hmm.
The nub scrubber loads your t-shirt gun, writes down lists for you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We should put an ad on Craigslist for Emma to hire one.
Looking
I would
for
appreciate
a
that.
nub scrubber.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I will not explain what a nub scrubber is.
If you don't get it, then it's not for you. That's what I'm going to put. If you have to ask, then you don't deserve to know.
Oh man. Okay, my legs are fully asleep at this point.
Hey,
we gotta switch.
Now you know how my nubs feel.
Positions around here. Okay, here we go. Oh boy, howdy. Well, I mean, I think you got so many options now. I think if anything, you have more options now that you don't have hands than you did before.
No Hands Emma is so much cooler than Hands Emma.
Right, hands. I mean, they're kind of mainstream.
Yeah, Hands Emma was so yesterday.
Exactly.
Your life's just getting started.
This is the first day of the rest of your life. What are you gonna nub?
Well, I guess I could try my nub at making some mashed potatoes or something later for dinner.
Yeah, you could mash the heck out of some potatoes with a nub.
Yeah.
Really
so
nub it out.
There's a load of options. I mean, I don't bring it up to just talk about, the incident or anything. But this is just it's a PSA, really. I guess if you want to be in the nub club. Oh my God, I'm poggers. Wow. Thank you so much. Wait, is it not poggers of me to acknowledge it?
No, it's everything's poggers if you try hard enough.
Wow.
Poggers is more about the attitude, I think.
I'll go ahead and put this on record. No one in all the hours we've spent here, no one's ever called me poggers for any reason.
Wow.
People have told me to stop. They've told me
They've said, hey, maybe never say that again.
Yeah.
They've said like that's a little much this time.
Yeah. Slow your roll.
That's kind of a cool thing to be told.
No one's ever told me that I am poggers.
Wow.
So
what do you think you'd need to do?
And I have fucking hands.
Wow. Oh,
you don't have to rub it in my face.
Okay, that's why. That's why.
What do you think you'd have to do to be called poggers?
I would have to burn my fucking hands off.
Nah, there's
apparently so.
There's a lot of we've talked about a lot of things that are poggers.
And
only one of them so far is not having hands.
That's true.
That's like 1 in like 30 or 40 probably.
Random Ginger's bringing up a good point that could be hurting my status. Poggers.
The fact that you have almost killed people several times, probably.
Yeah, but that's really splitting hairs.
Well, and wasting melons, though, I think really sends it over the edge.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Wait, what?
Those are good melons. You could do this. You could do of all the things you could do with a melon, you wasted it.
Oh, I thought that was a pretty good bit.
Oh yeah, you got it.
You got it.
You got it.
No, don't mind me. I can do it.
Got it.
Don't mind me.
I bet if I fit a half pint of Jell-O in my mouth.
Oh man,
that would.
So we should actually talk. Talk about that.
Get some follow up. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Fucking.
Back when Emma had hands.
Back when Emma had hands.
Oh, so long ago.
We had one of her co-hosts for her show.
Her Chad.
Her. Wait, no, I think he'd be like her James.
Okay.
Wait, I thought James was Clancy's
I'm
Chad.
definitely the Emma in this situation.
Okay. Well.
Anyway,
but
Chad,
it was Chad. That's my point.
He came on our show claiming that he could definitely fit an entire pint of Jell-O in his mouth all at once. And we said, you're crazy, you're stupid. how could you even think that for a second? There's no way.
I said that he could do it, but I was
No way in
gaslighting
hell.
him.
No way in hell. So then we went on their show, The Pod Chaos,
Mm-hmm.
and he did it. He tried.
He tried.
He got not even close.
Maybe not even a third.
Not even a third.
No,
It was like a quarter of a pint tops.
Mhm.
it was quickly debunked.
It was, yeah. He almost died.
When you're throating that much gel, like
When you got that much low in your throat hole.
yeah,
You know, if I had these handy nubs, I maybe could have helped him.
Oh
You
yeah,
know.
you can stuff some low in there with
Mhm.
nubs.
Right, right.
he was basically waterboarding himself with
Get in there like a juicer.
He was jello boarding himself.
oh, that's
Jello
so
board
cocky.
castling.
This is why, James.
That's
This is why.
that's relevant. He was in the news.
He wasn't the news. Oh man, guys. This show is trouble. Anyway, Chad debunked.
Debunked.
Yeah. Second PSA of the night. Don't
Classic
mess with fireworks.
My question:
you can't
what
get
was
a
it like to
pint.
be in the room while that was happening? Describe the sounds.
Oh, if I could describe the sound, it would be like, you know, when you're a child and you have like a bucket of water balloons,
Yes.
and you're reaching into your big plastic water balloon bucket, and there's a few kind of burst on the bottom, and you get all the way down there, and you're trying to grab them out of the bottom, and it's just
Oh,
like
yeah.
sloshing and rubber
Yep.
And one
sounds.
pops in your hand.
And it's very uncomfortable, and you're like, what is this awakening in me?
A little
It was
bit.
kinda like
a
that.
Slurp and a slosh.
A lot of slurping, a lot of sloshing, very sticky.
The rim of a 5-gallon.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. I need this to stop.
Am I close?
That was actually. Oh, I thought you were just playing the clip. Yeah, it
boy.
was. We were all alarmed.
Here's the thing. We couldn't really hear the sound because he didn't keep the mic near his mouth while
Which
he was
is
doing it.
which was kind of him.
No, I honestly, it really took me out of it. I was like, what is this, CG? What is this? What is this, practical effects?
I mean, I think he maybe just walked in. If you want me to get him to recreate it, I don't know if we have any Jello, but
Tell him to make the Jello sounds, and then we're gonna bring on our next guest.
Chad, they want the Jello sounds.
Make the Jello sounds.
We'll see. We'll see what we can do. Maybe he's gone out to get more. I don't know.
All right, we're gonna bring on our next guest, if that's all right with you.
It's okay with me. Is it okay with you if I perform a miracle and grow my hands back?
Sure. We love miracles.
I'm going to not acknowledge your hands, though.
Okay, what hands? Are we?
What? Hands,
this one goes out to Elron, not Xenu.
Yes. I'm gonna here's my segue. What hands? Why these hands? Chris Nakis' hands.
Catch these hands.
Show me them hands, Nakis.
I say hands like I'm from the Midwest. I'm sorry.
Wait, what's the difference? Explain it.
Hands. I think the rest of the world says, but I say hands.
Hands.
Yeah.
Hands. 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 Hands.
The D is silent and the A is strong.
The A is strong. I learned so much
Hands.
when I
Hands,
am a part of this show. This show is filthy every time. Is it just because I'm on? Because I'm Mr.
No, it's just.
Is this just to make me uncomfortable?
We're just
I enjoy the levity.
we're just weird
That's-
gross children who like to sit on this big couch.
Yeah.
No, never change. And I also, so I'm living on the edge today. My doctor, I had a rash. We can talk about the rash later.
Okay.
My doctor said take Benadryl before you go to bed. And I'm in the window right now. I'm in the window. This is what was that show where you would do your comedy, you do your set, and then you'd get high, and then you do your set again?
The Gateway.
I'm doing the Gateway show, but with Benadryl right now.
Oh.
So at any point
Whoa.
during the
out.
show, you might be lost to the Benadryl.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is an excuse for this is like saying, "Oh, I took Ambien. I don't know what I'm tweeting,"
Yes.
I
which
love
is
that.
fine because I also did a cop out. So
I gave a
I
low
for
energy
even.
performance.
I truly can't wait for the Benadryl to arrive. And when the Benadryl arrives, we will greet it with open arms.
Yeah.
Because this is a welcoming show.
Mm-hmm.
We welcome anyone who wants to be weird and gross with us.
Yep. Well, it's a clean show. I did this show after my second vaccine shot, and it was the best time
What a
I've ever
ride.
had. Yeah, it was a thrill.
Wow, high on that
was-
immune response.
I was fucked up on Moderna.
The only reason that we ever cancel this show is weather.
Truly.
Truly, I don't care.
Not weather, heat.
If I get, well, I mean, yeah, heat is weather.
And ice,
It's
I think.
part of the weather, but it isn't.
Weather, we canceled it for snow
Mhm.
one time.
Okay.
It's always weather.
Mm-hmm.
I could get stabbed in the leg and I'd still show up and sit on this couch and be wacky with you.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
I'm laying it all on the line.
Yep.
Emma has a pet trying to get its food.
I do. Yeah, I do. He was
Yeah.
clicking
I know that sound.
those
That's a
little
good sound.
toes. Yeah,
Love it.
he's really cute.
Successfully.
I didn't want to steal the show by moving the camera, but if he comes
Please.
back, I'll do it. Oh,
It's fine. People
speak of the little
on the
doggy.
show,
Oh,
we
he's over
encourage
there.
it.
Show us the dog. Is it a dog?
Ben.
Show us the dog.
All right, let's see
There's a
what
car
we can do
alarm
here.
going off.
There's a major car alarm happening outside.
Very distracting for
Oh,
us.
it's gone.
Oh,
Whoa.
I guess they heard us. Oh shit. Wait.
It was a dog the
There
whole
it
time.
is. It was a dog the
Actually,
whole
two.
time.
Oh my
I
god.
If you look carefully, you can see that
I
there are
see.
two of them.
love hidden pictures.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it's one of those magic eye. You had to get really close and cross your eyes.
I'm so bad at those. My sister was always really good at them, and I would just pretend like I actually could see what was happening in the picture, but I never could. I've still never been able to do it. But I have lied about many seeing eye pictures.
How many Waldos have you found?
I can find a Waldo.
Okay.
I can spy an eye.
Okay.
You don't have to go into another visual dimension though to do those things. I feel like magic eyes are my earliest foray into the world of drugs.
Whoa.
You
That
know, you're
explains
not.
a lot about my sister.
Yeah.
What was your best seeing eye experience?
Actually, I saw a really cool one the other day. It was a GIF. There was a magic eye, so it was moving.
Oh.
Yeah, it was neato.
What was happening in it? Describe it.
It was just it was pretty simple. It was just a star, just a 5-point star that was just spinning around.
Okay.
I bet you could find it with a quick Google.
Mm.
I mean, I'm not gonna.
Well,
Because
that's for your
a
audience.
show. I don't Google things on
Oh,
this
let's
show.
pause.
What do I look like?
Jamie?
Let's see.
What do I look like? Jamie, pull that up.
Yeah.
It's Joe Rogan.
Mhm.
We should be Joe. How come we're not Joe Rogan?
You have a James. You have a James right there. Go by
Mhm.
Jamie.
Is
Pull
it
that up.
because we don't ask anybody to pull something up?
And
Oh, we got to get a guy to pull things up.
Yeah.
We got to pull that up guy.
That's another ad on Craigslist.
We need a nub scrubber and a pull that up guy.
$15 an hour.
Mhm.
pull that up.
Chris, tell me about what's your life like these days?
What? I don't understand this character Chris is doing right now.
I don't either. A guy with dramatic lighting.
Boring
dramatic
dad.
lighting guy.
I'm leaning in hard. You see I have a light up there. Wait, right there. But it's bad backlighting, so I have the
it's this one is dramatic. No, put it back a little bit in frame so it's dramatic still. Just that's perfect.
Ooh, are you being interrogated right now?
No.
That's the stuff.
Turns up the heat. Gotta have it hot in here.
Where'd you put the salami?
James and Clancy, which of you would be the good cop and which would be the bad cop?
We're not cops.
It's a trick question. All the cops are bad.
I think I'm the wild card though. We're just two wild cards.
Well, if you're both wild, then neither of you is wild.
I think Clancy's the bad cop.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll throw things.
Mm-hmm.
I'll throw a chair at a plate glass window.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
Yep.
Oh, Chris, where were you?
Chris did.
I felt that on a deep level.
I saw Chris doing stand up in it looks like a shoe closet.
Oh yeah.
On the side of a bar with Jake.
Yes, Silvermania came to town. Left
the one and only.
A wake of bodies. We both struggled through an open mic. It was good.
Tell us about that shoe closet.
Yeah, tell us. that was like a hell of a
perfect open mic. It was the Horseshoe Bar, where you can't. The people in the front of the bar are facing away from where the stage is, so they physically have to like turn their neck and be uncomfortable to look at you.
That's an ideal situation.
You're just dying, immediately dying. And I went into old material because I haven't done anything here, and I did great. I had a great hot start, and then I was like, oh, let's try the new stuff that I wrote in a closet during COVID, and it just fizzled bad. So that's how that goes. But it was fun. A lady gave me a hug afterwards, and it was a major breach of all norms, and it felt really good.
What kind of hug was it? Was it like a I liked you hug, or was it like I'm sorry that happened to you hug?
No, it was the one new joke that I truly believed in that didn't get a good reaction, but she said, "Oh, I felt that. I loved that." Oh, and I should have handed her my business card, but I don't have business cards.
Oh man!
More comics should have business cards.
Yeah,
like and subscribe.
Bar ladies get wet for business cards.
I knew one comic who had a business card, and it was a picture of him sitting on the toilet. Classic. Maybe he just wanted me to see him on the toilet. It had his name on it, though.
Wait, was it just like a photograph and nothing else?
No, his name was on there for sure.
Okay.
And maybe like his Instagram.
Classic.
But that feels kind of like an excuse now that I say it out loud.
Should I get business cards?
Yeah.
What should I put on my business cards?
I'd rather get pleasure cards.
Hell yeah.
I don't stand by that, actually.
I feel like my instinct is always to put that my job is cum farmer.
Yep. I just use other people's business cards that they give me.
Okay.
But I cross out the name and the number and just change it, and I hand those out.
That already screams industrious.
Yeah. Ingenuity.
Problem solver.
Sustainability.
Yeah. What's that?
It's very sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought you said king of comedy.
Well, you could write that on there too. Yeah.
King of comedy.
That's what my business card should say.
When you were describing that venue, I was thinking like, how would I design a venue if I could make it however I wanted?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I would just recreate the lamp.
That place had, and this place had some lamp vibes.
It was, I mean, ice maker right next to the bar turns on real loud all the time.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't, I'm angry.
Yeah.
If I get up on that stage and the ice maker doesn't turn on right as I'm getting into some good stuff,
mm-hmm.
Bad show.
Yep.
Bad show.
Warm.
But I actually said this exact phrase to Jake a few weeks ago. I would pay $50 right now to just talk about nothing with Dylan Jenkins back by the bathroom at the Lamp. Like, there is nothing better than hanging out at the Lamp. But it was a miserable time on stage.
The only thing better than hanging out at the Lamp was getting on stage and just yelling to nobody.
To nobody.
I think the Lamp is where I learned how to yell at nobody.
That's the first place I ever saw you.
And now it's all I do.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I just yell at nobody, baby.
You two met at the Lamp?
I didn't meet Clancy at the Lamp. I just saw Clancy at the Lamp. I didn't talk to him. I didn't talk to Clancy.
Why? Why would you? There's nobody where you go, I got to talk to that guy. After you
I didn't talk to anyone.
I gotta talk to that fucker.
No, you only talk to
Look at
Dylan
this idiot.
Jenkins.
I would just sit there scared and wait for Jake to point at me.
Yeah.
That meant you were going up.
Well, that's another thing with that's part of my ideal venue is I need the host of the venue to be just hostile.
Yeah.
Just absolutely hostile.
Mad that you're there.
Truly
Taking up
angry
their
that
time.
anybody signed up for this mic.
Any mic that starts at, what was that, 11?
Yeah, it's always starting
Everyone
too
wants it
late,
over.
running
Exactly.
too late.
Exactly. This is if I had all of the money in the world
Mm-hmm.
to start a comedy club,
Yep.
it would just be 7 rooms that are identical to the Lamp,
Okay.
and I would hire just the angriest, most hostile people to
Mhm.
host, and no shows before 11 o'clock.
I like the idea of
And
this place Chris was just at, but they have 2 of those closets, and they call one of them like the red room.
And the belly room.
Yeah,
The belly room.
exactly.
Do you think the Comedy Store has a trademark on the belly room? Or do you think anybody who starts a comedy club can have a belly room?
You can just call it the tummy room just to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
James,
like-
look that up.
Chris, do not keep this
Pull
going.
that
I don't
up.
want to look up anything. I am on my phone a lot during the show, which is ironic.
Get into it. Pull that up, Jamie.
I just want other body part rooms.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The
Titty room.
Titty room.
Titty room.
Mhm.
That would sell.
Scrot room.
The kneecap room.
No room.
Nub room.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
There was a weenus reference earlier. I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
That's,
Right?
that's
Yeah.
our gay room.
Well, weenus.
It's actually crazy the weenus had such a long stretch in the show without being brought up.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Mhm.
Should we get into it? Let's
Is the weenus poggers?
a little bit of weenus chat coming down the pipe.
I
I like
can't get
Tuchus
enough
room.
of this car alarm that's been.
It's truly
We have
it has been
been-
on and off, and
we're-
it's
yeah.
it sounds almost like the horn is there's something wrong with it, so it's like going up and down a little bit,
Mhm.
and it'll be on and off and on and off. I wonder if someone's stealing a catalytic
Mm-hmm.
converter out there right now.
I hope so. After all that trouble.
If someone didn't get a catalytic converter out of it, it wasn't worth it. Anyway, Tuchus room was a suggestion from Jack.
Tuchus.
Tuchus room.
Yeah. There you go.
I always
Touch ass room.
well, I always wonder whether I should or shouldn't do an accent when I say words from other languages.
I think if you're doing Yiddish specifically, go for it. Ham it up. Oh, well, don't. That's not kosher. But
Because it feels like
Mm-hmm.
a little bit I'm making fun of somebody if I do an accent. Like if someone from Mexico was speaking English to me and they talk like this,
Mm-hmm.
I would be like, well, you're making fun of me right now. But then if I, yeah, right?
Well, this is
Does that make sense? Am I crazy?
No, you're not. But it's a question for Rob Schneider.
Oh,
yeah, let's watch the special. Maybe he's got.
Have you guys
something
seen any of
to
his
say.
Oh
specials?
man. Oh, it's like a reunion. We were all there.
He had a
Aw.
good bit. I don't remember it now, but I remember it had to do with the drawstring in your shorts. And I said, that is such a solid bit. Either it's either it's hack and I just haven't heard anybody else do it, or that is just a great bit.
I mean,
I've forgotten it, of course.
I think as a whole, the special was relatively original. But original isn't always good.
It checked a lot of boxes for me personally.
For old Hardenfeld.
Original is like the very shortened version of a pull quote that would be on the cover of a really poorly received.
True
It would just
original.
say ellipses on either side of the word.
Original.
Ellipsis, original, ellipsis.
Yes, I read it.
Entertainment Weekly.
But yeah, to answer your question, Clancy, I feel like with Yiddish in particular, the accent really is part of the meaning. So you kind of have to go for it, or you're not doing the word justice.
Okay, all right.
Otherwise, you're just being a schmuck.
Oh, I don't want to be a schmuck. I want to be a mensch.
So,
there you go.
So you can't, but you have to commit to it. You can't be doing it ironically or half-heartedly. It's like,
well, but how do you know?
Sincerity is the key.
Yeah,
because I knew a guy who was a white person.
Okay.
But he was fluent in Spanish. And when he spoke Spanish, he really went for it. And to me, I always felt like, hey, guy, what you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing,
That's a good
bud?
point. It's the percentage of the sentence that is in that language. So if you're saying burrito, as in I want to buy a burrito, you just say burrito. But if it's if you're given a full sentence, you can burrito it up if you want. You know, I think if you're speaking that language, if you're dropping that language in the middle of your English, I agree.
If the rest of your sentence is also in Spanish,
if you're conversing in Spanish,
well, but also, like, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable putting on an accent if I'm not actively, like, the point of what I'm doing is to have an accent right now.
Speak for yourself.
That's fair. No, you shouldn't be schwitzing about it, you know?
No, I completely agree.
I'll quit my schwitzing, I guess.
That's why I don't even say, I just say, like, you know what I could go for is like a little bit of chicken, some beans, rice,
put it in a tortilla.
Flour tortilla. That's what I'm looking for.
Maybe a little bit of mashed up avocado.
Mash that cotto with a nub.
Nub that cotto to death.
Get it in my wrap. Where can I find that? You know what I want is a little noodle, a little sauce. Is that?
I'd like a long noodle. I want a long noodle, and also maybe some balls of meat and a little bit of cheese that's like harder and aged.
Yeah.
And a sauce that is made out of tomatoes.
Are we talking spaghetti?
Whoa.
A little bit of spaghetti.
Sound like a regular wop.
That would be good as if you pronounce the slurs properly.
We're a racist show now.
Uh-oh. It's okay. I can say it.
I'm Shane Gillis.
I'm a Jewish American princess, but I'm not going to say that actually.
Speaking of Italians, here we go, right into it. Let's go. I climbed a lighthouse last week.
I saw you were all the way up there.
And
I was like, Clancy, get down.
I got off of the lighthouse. And then I said, I climb at a lighthouse. Because that's the thing that Italians do. That's everybody knows those damn Italians. Oh, look at me. I climb at a lighthouse. That's what they do.
I have so much to learn about Italian culture. Here, I thought it was all just about flavored sodas and long noodles.
Did you yell it?
Flavored sodas, long noodles, definitely involved. But most of all, they climb at a lighthouse. And also plumbing. I think they're good at plumbing.
Yeah, you can plumb. That's a good. They've got good plumbing genes.
Those Italians.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, this is our new segment called "We Know Everything About Italians."
I feel
is like
somehow
Mark-
responsible for this, and it
Yeah.
doesn't
Did
feel
we pick
good.
this up with you, or did we
Whoever
just do
said
it?
Tukas is to blame.
Let's see. Let's scroll up. It was Forrest and Emily.
Yep.
It's Forrest and
Oh.
Emily's
Oh
fault.
boy,
Look, we're not racist. Forrest and Emily made us do it.
they're the Shane Gillis.
Blame the Ambien.
Mm-hmm.
They're Shane Gillis. We're like,
I'm Mark Norman, just dancing around a sensitive issue.
wait, give me a second. Who is Shane Gillis got fired from,
He does sketch comedy now,
but he wasn't
which is
didn't
weird.
he didn't end up on SNL.
No.
Who was the other guy that got hired at the same time? Bowen Yang. We're
Yes.
Bowen Yang.
Yeah. Bowen Yang.
Oh boy, howdy.
The Bowen Yang twins. Yin Yang twin. I don't know. That's
Nope.
Okay. Yin Yang twins. That
No,
was
where's that
fun.
going?
I'm gonna keep going. You're right.
It's something. There's something there. There's definitely something there. Keep going, you'll find it. Just really dig around in there.
Ooh, looks like Forrest and Emily are in boy court.
Wait.
They're climbing lighthouses and saying Tukas. Yeah.
Hey, Forrest
Fantastic.
and Emily.
Mhm.
Confirmed
Yep,
bad boys.
Confirmed bad boys. Is
Wow.
that the chat's blowing up?
The chat is.
This is controversial.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Big time
What
controversy.
makes them bad boys exactly?
Well, because they made us racist.
Mm-hmm.
We were just like sweet children, and then they were like, "You're racist now," and we're like, "Okay, I guess so."
I was literally minding my own business. I didn't even know the show was happening.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, do we do the cross examination now, or?
Yeah. Okay. Who gets to cross-examine?
Mm-hmm.
Chris, you're a lawyer, right?
Yes.
Explain why they aren't bad boys. And then the jury will decide. The Senate will decide your fate.
Mm-hmm. I'm the page.
So the people that we're talking about clearly not bad boys, because in order to be a bad boy, you have to know the rules and then break the rules and then giggle a little while you're doing it, because that's the element that we're looking for. It's still a 3. And if those 3, it's a 3-legged table, as we say in the profession. So
Tripod.
it's a tripod of bad boyness. And so
Stands.
I
It's
heard
the
no
most stable
giggles.
configuration.
No one can prove any giggles ever happened during the mischief, during any of the racist claims. Is this still about racism? Is that what we're
Well, to me, it sounds like at most maybe they're guilty of being second-degree bad boys.
Okay.
we
Mm.
can
I'll take
negotiate
that.
the lesser
What
charge.
is that like?
That's
30 to
advanced.
life for a second-degree bad boy.
The sentencing on that, what was it? 3 to life? Yeah, I mean,
No, 30 to life.
30 to life. Oh, well.
We'll take that,
I'm no.
We'll take that bargain. We have a plea bargain ready.
Yeah, well, if they're prepared to give us information on other bad boys with whom they're associating,
I'm
you know.
sorry. A person who was in the room. With
You're right there. You're right there. Just walk over and say it.
Oh man, you could write it on paper and show it to us. You could just yell from across the room. Or you're like 10 feet away from me.
My cousin is ruining the chat.
Okay.
My cousin's a lawyer.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
Oh, are you actually
You're
a
a real
lawyer?
lawyer.
Oh, damn it! This is what we needed. All right. Look. Okay. We gotta move on, right? We got a little in the weeds.
This has really reinvigorated my faith in the justice system.
Very much.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so thank you.
Well, justice was served.
Justice is world's hottest goss. Justice is
served.
Hey everybody, welcome to
What's going
Talking
on,
Goss,
everyone? Thanks
the
for joining
only
us.
official World's Hottest Goss after show. If you're watching a different World's Hottest Goss after show, sorry to break it to you, not official, bitch.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's a fucking
Get the
knockoff.
fuck out of here.
Where'd you get that bag?
I will cut you.
Are you poor?
I'm Gary Lawson, and this is
Gary Jules.
Gary Jules. And we have with us Gary Jones and Gary
Ben Garrison. Oh.
Sure. Okay.
I fucked up your phone.
James, do you have some copy?
Oh yeah, I gotta get a little copy out of the way. Gotta take care of a little business. They're our sponsors. Been our sponsors now for well over a year.
Yeah.
It's an anniversary.
What, is it well over a year? I think they became our sponsors in like
August. So
we got a couple weeks still.
yeah, then we'll do it.
And then we'll do a big
special anniversary.
Big anniversary.
Yeah.
All fist episode.
Yeah. That'd be cool. They'd like that. They'd like the.
And we'll have every guest that we have ever had except for Emma, because she's the only one who doesn't have fists.
Oh.
No, I miracled them back by copping out.
Okay, I guess. Well, now that I've said it out loud, I guess we're doing a show where we have every guest we've ever had on.
Reunion show.
Oh, that's perfect.
Reunion anniversary show.
Reunion episode.
Yeah.
Did you go to your high school reunion?
We can talk about like did your grandma really die, or was that just like a play to get sympathy from the jury?
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about like
Survivor,
other Survivor things. That's my only understanding of a reunion show. I've never watched anything else with a reunion. Did they? Oh, they just did the Friends reunion.
Yeah, I heard it was great.
I think David Schwimmer's grandma didn't actually die.
Oh, okay.
I heard.
No one gets that reference.
Yeah, that was a. I mean, it is probably the most iconic thing that ever happened on Survivor. But look, if you don't know, you don't know. Guess
David
you should
Schwimmer's
watch.
Grandma was on Survivor?
No, Johnny Fairplay. While you're figuring out the copy, let me just explain Survivor Pearl Islands really quick. Survivor Pearl Islands, potentially the greatest season of. A lot of people were frustrated by it because it had like the outcast twist and like the end game wasn't amazing. But like it had Rupert, arguably the most iconic character to ever be on Survivor. He came back like 4 times and he sucked all 4 of the other times they played. But in Pearl Islands, he was a classic. He was an absolute classic. But there was another character, a guy, John. Oh, I don't even know what his real last name is. John. He went by Johnny Fairplay. He was really big into wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
He went out of his way to be basically. He wanted to be the heel of Survivor, and he nailed it. He really did it. He was a real whack piece of shit the whole time. And at a certain point, there's a challenge where the reward is you get a loved one visit on the island, and his loved one that visited was his friend. And when his friend showed up, he said. Johnny Fairplay was like, "Oh, is Grandma okay?" And the guy said, "No, she's dead, man." And everybody was like, "What the heck?" And they let him win the challenge to visit with his friend and talk about his grandma. But Grandma, not dead. She wasn't dead. It was all a big play.
Oh yeah.
And he came really close to winning the season. It was
legendary.
Close. It was really close.
Mm-hmm.
It was. If he had won that final immunity challenge, I think he would have won the season.
Yeah. He was a real threat.
He was a real threat.
Mhm.
John Dalton.
Dalton, that was the last name. Anyway,
I'm Jamie. Look that up.
Johnny Fairplay, great.
Yeah.
Grandma not dead. They learned that at the reunion show. Hit us with the copy.
One of the best to ever do it. All right, this is just copy from the sponsors. They're keeping the lights on. They're keeping the fans running. They're keeping the carpet on the floor. They're keeping pants on the legs, and just taking care of the business here.
I bought these fancy flower star pants.
I know,
with fist money.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I've been saving mine up.
Oh, what are you gonna blow all your fist money on?
I'm probably gonna get a boat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna name it?
A fist of us for the rest of us.
Get in there like swimwear.
Mm-hmm. All right. If you're a guy and every crack and hole on your fist areas is wet and sweaty with heat stink, it's absolutely no time to get pissy sitting in your own caboose juice. Ice yourself down and fist out the heat with Fist Guys. Cool the crannies, pits, and fists with custom boxes full of watches, rings, bracelets, creams, and more. Get in the guys, fistguys.gov.
Yeah. That's just about right.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
It's hot, and Fist Guys wants you to stay cool.
Such important work they're doing. So vital.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. It is important, and everybody should go and support them, and nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
Fist Guys is the only part of capitalism that we support here.
Yeah.
Every other part of capitalism, don't buy anything else except for, and tell them we sent you, because we get a sweet kickback.
Well, I'm just waiting till more places accept Fistcoin.
Yeah. It is rough.
Because I've put a lot of money into that.
It's a secure currency.
I looked into it. They do have Fistcoin ATMs in Atlanta.
That's good. Finally.
Great.
Atlanta loves Fist Guys. They go wild for Fist Guys.
Atlanta goes absolutely bonkers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I heard that you might have some splaining to do.
I got a boy court myself. This one's a little throwback. To, gosh, probably 94, 95.
That's when I was born.
I was already in existence.
I am as old as this story.
Yes. Clancy is old as time. If time
was this story.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So when I was I'm trying to think if I've told a story that like precedes this date. This might be the youngest I've ever been.
This might be the oldest story.
Yeah, so this would be the oldest story. My parents had this like closet that was like high up. It was like this. It was like awkward to get to. I think it was like high up because I was small. Maybe that's why I remember it.
Oh yeah, so it was like a normal size closet, and you were a small.
But it wasn't like if it was like in the middle of a wall.
You were 5 years old.
Yeah, and I had to climb up to it.
Where else would a closet be than in the middle of a wall?
But the bottom of the closet wasn't the floor.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Was it a cabinet, perhaps?
It was a cabinet type closet.
So maybe like
almost a crawl space.
A bureau or an armoire.
A crawl space.
I think it's better described as a crawl space.
Oh, so maybe like a what's that? Like a dumbwaiter.
Yeah. Yeah, but there was no ups and no downs. It was just through.
So it was a smart waiter.
Yep.
Wait, so this was just a hole in the wall?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Uh-huh.
You're describing a hole in the wall. Oh, perfect. Oh. I gotta get the second unit going for this.
This came from Parp in the chat.
Here we go. Here's a diagram.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yep.
Here it is.
Floor,
Okay, is that better? Wait,
closet.
Here we go.
Yep.
Perfect.
With a door? Closet has a door or no door?
Did the closet have a door?
Yeah, the closet had a door, but it was kind of like
Mr. Bougie fuck with his closets with doors over here.
Hey, my family was doing well at this time. This was a 2-parent era for me.
I'll tell you what, I'm doing pretty well for myself. My closets have too many doors.
Really?
This right here,
Wow.
closet doors, baby.
Oh, those are.
This is literally
Wow.
closet doors.
Yeah.
that are behind the couch that I use as a shelf.
My secret crush has 5 doors in her room.
What?
I know.
For what?
I know.
Okay. A bathroom door,
Yep.
in and out door.
Yep.
And
And
3
I think
closets?
3 closet doors.
Or are we including
Why would you
large
put
windows?
just make it one big closet.
Yeah.
One big closet.
I don't know.
One big closet.
Yeah, her life's a fucking mess.
Yeah, you want to get to that boy before you just
Yeah, what's going on in your mom's laundry chute?
So that's a different story. I would also use my parents' room. Sometimes if I was naked after a bath, I like to run into their closet and I'd steal their shoes. And I thought it was hilarious.
What do you mean by steal?
Well, my dad had big cowboy boots.
But like just put them on and wear them for a while?
And I'd
or-
run out of
okay.
there in the
Because
cowboy
when you say
boots.
steal, that implies like
That's a good bit.
they're gone now.
Well, I wanted to wear them
Okay.
for sure.
So you would be a naked little boy
Uh-huh.
and you would go and run around in your dad's cowboy boots.
And I wanted to be chased too, I think. And if you haven't tried running naked in cowboy boots, my mom's high heels,
giant cowboy
very
boots.
funny. My
How
mom's-
could you not chase that little boy?
Okay. Here's a thought that I just had.
Uh-huh.
I get giant cowboy boots.
Yeah.
Like cowboy boots that are like big and go up to like my
A
Go up to,
cowboy
like,
boot that
here.
is a
Yeah, like
display.
leather
and then
weighted.
I get naked and I
Where you
run
can feel
around.
the cowboy boots, yes.
And I never write anything again because that is that's comedy. That's comedy in its
Yeah.
purest form.
That still holds up, probably. That's a good point. Yeah, I guess timing is everything.
That's probably the
Yeah.
only joke from 1995 that holds up.
Yeah. So that all took place in the regular closet. That's a different experience. This middle high closet.
This was the weird closet.
Yeah, this is the climbing closet.
Okay.
They didn't think I could get in there.
Oh,
I could fucking get in there, and
Ooh.
I'd get in there all the time.
you're like a little Alex Honnold.
Yeah, yeah. It was at like
The-
Schindler's.
No,
List.
that's the guy who did Free Solo.
Okay, gotcha.
Free Solo guy.
I was
You were
thinking
like a little
about.
Free Solo.
I was just thinking about people hiding. That wasn't okay. God.
You were
I'm perfect.
you were spicy. Tonight.
Everything's fine. Never better.
Sugar.
So this closet, this is when I realized they were hiding the Christmas presents in there.
Okay.
I just opened those fuckers up.
Oh, all of them?
All of them.
Wow.
Even the ones that weren't yours?
I would open them and I would also find them before they were wrapped.
Okay.
And
So you just climb in there at
yes.
various times in the winter
yeah, you know,
when Christmas was coming up, when birthday was coming up.
I'd be casing that joint,
Absolutely.
you know, all through fall. And I think there was this point where like my mom, like I said something and my mom gave up and was like, here, like just have your present. Just take it. And it was these small Power Rangers. And I was like, fuck yeah. Got these way ahead of schedule.
Here's what I feel like. If you're going to buy gifts for Christmas in advance,
Yeah.
just say fuck Christmas. Here it is now.
Yeah.
Here's a thing that I got for you. Because we're only here for a
Mhm.
finite amount of time.
Right.
The longer that you can exist with Power Ranger action figures,
Mhm.
the better.
Thank you.
Fuck Christmas. If you got a gift, give it immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's the whole story.
Wow.
I don't think that's necessarily a bad boy story.
Okay.
I'm 100% on your side.
Sometimes I
In
feel
this story.
bad. I remember those Power Rangers, and I feel like maybe I took something away from my mom and surprising me.
I mean, you were surprised when you saw them the
Yeah.
first time, probably.
The closet was too low.
So it's on
Gotta
them.
put that, gotta
We're
put
not
that
putting
weird
the closet
closet
back.
higher on the wall.
Yeah.
Did your parents ever walk like into the whatever floor wall thing and like bang their knee trying to get in that closet and curse at the closet?
What? Yeah, was it in the picture? It looks like it's almost like just like a weird cubby hole in the wall.
Yeah. I'd probably imagine it being way bigger than it actually was.
Was
'Cause
it
I
a
was
space
small.
that your parents could actually go inside of with their whole body?
You know, I think that's kind of the thing is I remember it being really huge because I was so tiny.
I'm going to go ahead
but
and resubmit my cabinet theory.
that it was a cabinet.
Yeah.
But it was like a built-in.
It was like a built-in
It's a
bedroom
built-in.
cabinet.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a thing that exists.
Really?
It's called a built-in.
Huh.
It's just like a cabinet situation that is inside of the wall.
Like a pantry in your bedroom?
Well, I mean, usually a pantry is like a
A
whole
panty
room.
pantry.
That's fun.
That's fun, isn't it?
That is what we should call closets instead. Why don't we call closets panty pantries?
Mhm. Oh, there's the car alarm.
back.
Do now.
Our alarm is back.
Oh,
There
it's
is-
illegal.
StreamYard does a really good job of taking care of sound situations.
Mhm.
So you can't hear it and you think we're crazy probably,
Mhm.
but it has stopped intermittently and just come back for the entire what is it, hour and 20 minutes.
I'm getting a lot of good boy
boy.
responses to this
yeah,
one.
sounds like
People are unimpressed.
I think there are worse
or
boys out
very
there.
impressed.
Hmm. So not as bad as the fake gun or killing a man in a steam room. That would make
Look,
sense.
Okay. Fake gun, probably worst thing you've ever done.
Okay.
The steam room situation wasn't your fault. You just didn't do anything about it, which is not okay,
Hmm.
but not the worst.
Got it.
Watermelons, very big potential of killing somebody. Nobody actually died.
Yeah.
You know.
And
I'm seeing the spectrum.
yeah,
Yeah. Hmm.
on the spectrum, this is barely anything. You open your presents early.
Yeah.
Who hasn't?
Gotcha.
You know when people buy stuff off your Amazon wish list, there's a button you can push to just see what people
Whoa.
bought for you.
I don't even have a wish list.
I have not been surprised by a present in 10 or 15 years.
Wow.
Wow.
The peace of mind that comes with that.
Yeah. I like spoilers.
Hmm.
I am a fan of spoilers. If I'm gonna go see a movie, I'll look up beforehand. How's this thing end?
Gotcha.
How's this sucker end?
Hmm.
Well,
You
then it's
know?
like you get to watch it the second time, the first time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you're really invested in it because you're like, you know what's gonna happen and you want to see it.
How are they going to get
I
there?
like spoilers. I feel like less people should be so wild about spoilers.
That's why I read books backwards.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's fun. Read the last page of a book first.
Yep.
I used to
But
do
then-
that.
Because then you're
I
like,
don't know why.
oh, I don't know any of these things, but I know what's gonna happen, and now I want to learn.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'd read the last page and be like, who are these people? What is happening? I don't
I'm
get it.
fully invested now because theoretically the last page is gonna be the best part.
It's like kind of like Ali Wong's Baby Cobra, where you get that callback at the end, and it's like it all makes sense now.
Oh, I might maybe have not seen that.
Really?
That's what
No,
she's
I've
pregnant.
watched,
seen
I've
it.
watched all
Yeah.
of them. I watch every one.
You've
It
seen
was her round. It was her roundest special.
That's not true. She did two where she was pregnant.
Well, I think she was more round.
Okay. Wait, if you get pregnant a second time, does it not look the same?
I don't know. I've
Every
never
baby
seen
is a
someone pregnant.
individual, Clancy.
I've never seen
Oh,
someone
babysitting.
pregnant twice.
Sometimes the baby sits like Clancy was sitting at the beginning of the show, and that's a different shape.
James is
Put-
pregnant with
Put
me.
that whole thing in a tummy.
Nancy's in my
It's gonna
birth
look
canal.
Sometimes,
It's a breach.
uh-oh.
Mhm.
Sometimes
Oh,
you
yeah.
sit the baby, sometimes the baby sits you, right, Chris?
That's right.
Ginger's dad says babies all look like Yoda.
Okay.
Fair
The
point.
ears and everything. Do babies come out with long pointy ears?
And they're green
I would be into that.
Yeah.
because of all the boogers.
I heard that sometimes babies come out blue.
Really?
Yeah, and it's okay.
I heard that it's possible to achieve an orgasm during birth.
And that's okay too.
It's okay.
And I heard that they look like chewed gum, and that's okay.
Yeah. I like a red baby.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. A piping hot red baby.
Like a bright red one.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And steamy.
Yep. That
It's like
baby's
a
been
little-
boiling.
Like a little hot tamale.
Like
Yep.
a little lobster boy. If I ever have kids, it better be a lobster or else.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to go ahead and head into the big final finish? Grand finale.
We should steal some segments from the podcast.
Okay. I did not do enough preparation to do joke pretty.
Wow.
For sure.
Wow.
And also, I'm gonna say it here because I don't know if there's any crossover. They do a segment called Joke Pretty, and Chad was like, "It's just like Jeopardy." It isn't. It isn't like Jeopardy.
Well, we are changing the name. Apparently, there's another thing
Just a
called Joke
trivia
Pretty.
thing.
So if you have any suggestions, now would be a great time to give them.
I didn't have any then, and I don't now.
All right. Well,
It's a great game, and I'm just excited to exist. This is the same. This exists in the same universe as the podcast.
We are. It's like a little MCU.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Great show. I'm plugging the show.
thank you.
Top three is yours, right?
Yeah, we could do top 3.
We should do a top 3. And actually, this is perfect. Tie-in. Top 3 guys named Gary.
Whoa.
Okay. Ooh.
So Emma, you go first because you know how it works.
All right. I'm gonna give you my top 3 Garys. I'm gonna go. He came up before. I'm gonna go Gary Goldman
Okay.
Mhm.
because I genuinely
top
enjoy
3.
his work. Yeah, he's in my
That's
top
high.
3 for sure.
He's so tall.
He's very tall, which also helps his score because he's tops a lot of the other Garys just physically, and his
All right.
jokes
All right.
also belong on the top. All right, that's my first pick. My second pick is gonna be Gary. Oh, wait, is this the guy I'm thinking of? Yeah, Gary Jules. You know, the guy who covered Mad World and Donnie Darko, which was a song that I really felt very deeply as a teenager and listened to a
How
lot.
couldn't you?
How couldn't
If
you?
you made it through high school without identifying with the song Mad World, I
Did
don't
you
know what
even
to tell
go?
you. You're
Yeah.
broken. You're no good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So Gary Jules is my second pick. And then my third pick is Gary, who was my neighbor growing up when I was a kid. He was across the street. His name was Gary, and his girlfriend was Sheila, and they both were really cool. They had a lot of tattoos, and
Okay.
they had a python named Elvis, and they had a giant dormant wasp nest like on display that they showed me, and it was pretty dope. Those are my top 3 guys named Gary.
Cool. Chris Nakis, top 3 guys named Gary. Go.
Gary, Indiana.
Perfect.
Oh,
Love it.
Slay. Yes, queen.
I like. I'm gonna go with former Major League Baseball player Gary Gaetti because he was cool because he was in baseball. But if you Google him,
Was he a
Goofy.
pitcher or a catcher?
goofy looking dude. He was. I'm gonna put him in the infield. I'm
What was
gonna
his
call
name?
him a first baseman. Gaetti.
Little base action.
I'm guessing first baseman.
aw.
Third one?
Oh, my other Garys. I'm gonna go Gary Larson of the Far Side, and
Sure.
I'm gonna go Gary Sinise, Lieutenant Dan.
Oh,
Deep
okay.
cut.
Good Gary's.
Those are my
Okay,
Garys.
James.
I cheated. At first, I googled best Gary. Didn't get much. Actually, got a YouTube link.
Okay.
Yeah, to a song by a Gary that I didn't know. So I'm not counting that one. Whatever Google says the best Gary is, it's not real. Now I just have a list of Garys to help me out.
Here's what I found on the web.
She's not filtering that
Will it
noise.
not read it?
I wish it would. That'd be fun. I don't
The
actually
Green
know
River
how.
Killer's name was Gary.
Yeah.
Hey, Google. Okay, Google. Google. Either way, number one.
Hi, how can I help?
Son of a bitch. I'm gonna say Gary Payton in the number 3 spot.
I don't know who that is.
He was a football player. My phone is so late to this. Number 2, I'm going. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Gary Glitter.
Okay.
Yeah,
More sports themes there.
and and I guess last maybe I'd go with I guess Gary Busey.
Oh man,
Yeah.
he's on my list too.
Well, you can
That
have
means
him
James
in-
gets a point.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Here's my list, and if I remember how the points work, hopefully, first one, Gary Busey. That's a point right off the bat for James. Gary
Good.
Busey. He's the Gary. As far
Yeah.
as I'm concerned, he is the quintessential Gary.
That should have been the Google result for best Gary.
If you look at a face and say that's a Gary, it's
Mhm.
it's Mr. Busey.
Mhm.
It's Mr. Busey. I tell you what. The second one, Gary Shandling,
Mhm.
obviously. And I'm going to give Emma a point for Goldman on Shandling because they're both comedians.
Thank you.
That's how this works, right?
Yeah,
Kind
you're
of.
nailing it.
Let's see. Actually, I'll give Gary Larson a point for Gary Shandling too, because that is in the same realm.
I'm gonna say Gary Coleman and give a point to Chris for that one.
Thank you.
Well, my third one is Gary Paulson, who wrote Hatchet. And
Oh,
nobody gets
Oh.
points for that.
Well,
An
wait,
author.
my neighbor Gary had a hatchet.
Okay, there you go. And also, actually, Gary Larson also books involved. There's books of
Dang.
his comics. So you two tied with 2
Wow.
points.
Yeah, that's true. Good game.
but I'm the only one going to the playoffs.
That is how the playoffs work in this case.
Someday I'm gonna get to
should-
those
let's-
playoffs.
Let's go ahead. Let's do the. Oh shit! Oh, this is perfect.
Oh wow.
Oh, this is perfect.
Parp 209 dropped something off in the chat.
Perfect.
Via notebook.
If we're doing Is It Poggers
Mhm.
live edition. But also still definitely pop off in the chat if you have an idea.
Mhm.
Here are our Is It Poggers submissions from our studio audience. Here it comes, coming down the pipe. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We need an applause. Wait.
It's like It's like when Mark Maron does WTF live.
Lock
do
the door. Lock the closet door.
Applause. All right, that was worth it.
That was quick.
First one, pickles. Are they poggers? Are pickles poggers? Oh, you guys know the game, right? Do I need to explain?
We just decide whether or not things are poggers, right?
Yeah. Do you guys know what poggers means?
Having been poggers myself, I feel like I have a deep understanding of it.
Okay.
I thought I was good with poggers.
Okay, let me give the spiel. We're a Twitch based show.
Yep.
We're on the twitch.tvs. And we figured we needed to pander to the youths, to the user base. And so poggers is a word that is Twitch slang, and it means pretty cool. I think I read one article one time. And so this game, it's a game show, sweeping the nation. Everybody loves it. It's everybody's favorite new game show, and it's where we just decide whether things are pretty cool or not.
What about former Libertarian presidential candidate Gary Johnson?
Oh.
Not
are you
bad.
asking if he's poggers, or are you
I'm
submitting
gonna say
him
not poggers.
retroactively?
I'm feeling really like I missed out on the Gary game, and I'm going to force in a few more Garys before this is over.
Well, we didn't talk about Gary Newman either.
Oh man.
Oh no.
What about the Gary V, the motivational whatever that guy does for a living? He's always intentionally yelling at people. He's good.
I mean,
The money guy.
And
we gotta talk more about Gary Newman. Gary Newman is the best. He's the best.
Didn't he do all the Toy Stories?
Yeah, and he also his best song is "Short People." Short people got no reason.
I think we're talking about Randy Newman.
Yeah, that's Randy Newman.
Who's Gary Newman?
Gary Newman is an English musician, singer, songwriter, composer, and record producer. He's a new wave.
What did he do?
What about Gary Clark Jr.? That's another.
There's only one person that matters, in my opinion.
Randy Newman did a rap called "Baby J and Master P" that's available to be listened to.
That's probably nice.
You can find it, on the internet.
Probably nice.
It's out there, is what I'm saying.
We got to get back to the game. We've lost the plot a little bit.
Pickles. I think they're pretty poggers.
I like pickles.
This is
into it.
It's such a broad range.
There's a lot of variety in pickles.
Well, what kind of pickles don't you like?
I don't like the pickles that are brined in Kool-Aid.
Is that a thing?
That's fucked up.
Wait, what is it? Cucumbers brined in Kool-Aid?
No, it's a pickle, and it's in Kool-Aid.
Well, no, it's a pickle afterwards. What do they put in the Kool-Aid to brine it?
Double brined.
So you take it's already a pickled pickle,
I guess,
and then you put that in Kool-Aid.
I've never manufactured one, but you can get these.
I feel like it might be kind of good.
It's not.
Is that like something that you get in a jar on the counter at a convenience store, like as you're leaving at 2 a.m. and you're, drunk?
It's on a
like,
bar menu in St. John's, and it's horrible.
You tried one?
Yeah,
that's maybe less poggers.
Did it taste more like pickles or Kool-Aid?
I made Jake Tooley eat one.
Okay,
it was fucked up.
That doesn't answer the question. Did it taste more like pickles or Kool-Aid?
It tasted not enough like either.
Okay, so right in the middle.
Yeah. Might be good on a ham sandwich.
I'd still try it. I'd still try it.
Most pickles I'm probably okay with, though.
I think, well, we got to judge them as a whole.
I'm thinking about like the process of pickling, which I think is definitely poggers. Just
it's pretty cool.
Figured that out.
It's like you put science inside of a cucumber, and suddenly it's tangy.
Putting a bunch
you can
of
pickle anything.
In a jar.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be a cucumber. You could put science in like a carrot or like some onions.
They had a pickled asparagus. It was great.
Or like just a whole clove of garlic.
Yep,
love that. You ever had that? You go to like an authentic Mexican place and they got like all the pickled stuff, and you get a whole clove of garlic.
Yum.
And just crunch.
Yummy.
Tasty. I'm gonna say big time poggers. Big time poggers for pickles. Next one, toddlers. Are they poggers?
That's too much like the first suggestion.
Tot.
You really fucked that up, man.
I don't know. What? Okay, let's go over the similarities between pickles and toddlers.
Okay.
Tangy,
Yep.
for sure.
That stink.
You know that pickle stank.
That sour smell is real.
Chris, Nakis, I think you're the only one who might be an expert on toddlers here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you gotta give us the lowdown.
It's just with a pickle, you're embedding. What's the word? Influencing. You're infusing it,
Yes, sure.
and it's very impressionable. Same thing with the kid.
Okay.
You're trying to teach it to not be angry by yelling at it, and
So
it's the same thing.
it sounds like what we're saying by the transitive property is that we have to say toddlers are poggers because they're the same thing. as
Oh,
pickles.
there
Toddlers
it
are
is.
pickles. Pickles are poggers. Therefore,
This is
toddlers
a-
are poggers.
Wow.
This makes sense because my cousin's a math guy, and he would do this.
One of those math
I thought he was
lawyers.
a lawyer. What don't you
He's
do?
a math lawyer.
Oh boy. Here we go. Friction. Is it poggers?
I'm into
Nope.
friction.
I need to shave so bad.
Oh, there's a lot of friction
I know.
going on there.
That's poggers enough, right there.
I mean, I feel really good about it, so I'm gonna say yes.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, what
Right.
I did earlier is I stood up, I walked around, I actually walked outside, and my feet stayed firmly planted on the ground. They didn't slip
Okay.
and slide around. You know, they stayed where I put them. That was pretty poggers, I would say.
Did you get some static electricity going?
Just good old friction, you know.
Yeah.
Just good old two surfaces touching each other and
I
there being a
I
different.
like when you scoot
differential.
around on the carpet in socks and then you can zap someone.
That's
Yeah.
also good.
Mm-hmm.
Friction.
That's very good. They say that you should always, if you're out walking alone at night, you should always carry a pair of tube socks and a little square of carpet so that if anyone tries to attack you, you can shock them.
I think that is maybe the only right answer to self-defense.
Mm-hmm.
And your
Chris?
toesies stay warm.
That's been in the news lately.
Scooting around on carpet.
Yeah.
Chris, friction, go.
It's always good. Friction's great. Friction, very poggers.
Friction.
I've always been pro
very
friction.
poggers.
I've never spoken against friction. There is occasionally you get like that. It's in wintertime, dry skin. You got some things like silky that should be smooth, and there's unexpected friction that can be a
I'm
problem.
sorry. You
That-
did just say you never speak against friction, and then you
I'm
did
trying.
directly go into
The more I
an
think about it,
example of
the more I think about it, friction's terrible because when it comes unannounced, you don't like it. When you're just sliding through the garage and you hit sandpaper, you know that happens,
That
is-
but it's
that is
bad.
true.
It's never felt good.
when you're sliding into first and you skin your knees and stuff.
Yep.
Diarrhea.
Yep.
What about social friction, though?
Ooh, that's my favorite kind of social.
Yep.
Yeah, that seems like something you'd be into.
Screw having a nice talk. I want it to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think friction is poggers, I say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a no.
I agree.
I changed.
Cool.
I changed 180
Wow.
on Poggers friction.
Chris is
This
more into.
Benadryl is fully kicked in.
We've seen the switch. Chris is more into non-friction.
Let's see. We do have a couple from the chat, so let's get into that. We got a jellyfish.
Whoa. Okay.
Is it poggers? I say yes. Jellyfish are cool as hell.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Are you
You
kidding
ever-
me? They're barely a thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're made of goo,
Mm-hmm.
and they can shock you.
Yeah.
What more do you want? If the reincarnation is real, I hope I come back as a jellyfish.
Mm-hmm.
No thoughts, no feelings, just zap.
Yeah. And
Just wiggle and zap.
yeah. It's like living cum.
That is true. That is so true. Just another reason that I hope
Does your
to come
cum
back as a
zap you?
jellyfish. Yes.
Oh,
Yes. Do not
It's
touch
from-
my cum.
it's from scooting around on those carpets so much.
Will electrocute you to death.
Jellyfish are carpet scooters. That's why. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
That's why they zap you.
See one of those jellyfish exhibits at an aquarium where it's dark and then you press a button and it like shines a black light inside and then all the jellyfish glow.
Yeah.
That shit
That's
is the
the
most
cool stuff.
poggers.
Super cool. Is that
Also,
Newport?
Very good.
jellyfish, great if you have a piss kink.
Yeah.
Just go to the
Mhm.
beach,
Mhm.
scream, be like, I got stung by a jellyfish, pee
Yeah.
on me.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone will do it. If you go to a beach, walk down the beach for a while, start yelling
Yeah.
and say,
Help,
somebody
help.
pee on me, I got stung by a jellyfish,
Mhm.
somebody will do it without asking questions.
So there's gonna be one sucker out there.
And that's why I say the piss kink, easiest kink to have.
As long as you live near a beach.
I mean, you can get to a beach.
That's true.
Just go to the beach.
Yeah.
Oh boy, jellyfish, definitely.
For sure.
100% poggers. I can't
Mhm.
think of a downside to jellyfish.
Nope.
Chris, do you have any thoughts?
What does the Benadryl
Mr.
think?
Finding downsides. Does Benadryl have anything to say about jellyfish?
Gary Delabate, also known as Baba Booey.
Oh man, perfect. Here we go. Fire, not poggers.
No.
Fire is the least poggers thing I can think of. I hate fire.
Right now.
Passionately.
Right now, for sure.
It's my least favorite thing.
But it's cool your neighbor's house burned down.
I hate fire more than I hate like corporate espionage.
Really?
Wow.
Wow.
Huh. That's a tough one.
Truly, fire scares the living daylights out of me.
There's a place for fire, and it's literally a fireplace. And
I only like fire when it's inside of my car engine
that's a good place.
because I'm a big time car boy
Mm-hmm.
these days.
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious ain't got nothing on me.
Yep.
It's my favorite part in Training Day.
You have a real Vin Diesel thing going on.
Yeah.
I loved Denzel and Vin Diesel in Training Day.
What is happening? We've gone too many layers deep.
That was PCP. I just watched Training Day.
Fire thoughts go.
I mean, I use it a lot,
Okay,
but when it gets too big, that's not
Yeah,
poggers.
that's my problem with it.
Mhm.
Is it's too
Yeah.
hard to control.
Mhm.
Yeah, when I'm
I like
when
something that
I'm
I can hold in
managing
my
it.
hand
Yeah.
and say this isn't going anywhere.
Mhm.
But fire, the opposite. If you
Yeah.
hold it in your hand, it's definitely going somewhere.
Yep.
Mm.
But this is a
Tough
good
call.
point. All
Wow.
of Kevin Hart's fireplaces.
Yeah, that's not poggers.
More than I've ever seen.
Maybe that's the only place that fire is allowed to be,
Mm-hmm.
and it still isn't poggers.
Yep.
Hmm.
So we're saying fire, no.
But what about
In comes the Benadryl.
South African fitness expert, 9-time major champion golfer Gary Player.
Great name.
Oh, and also I like the fire emoji. I use that.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do
Yeah.
1, 2, or 3 of them.
Those are
Mhm.
pretty solid.
hiding googly eyes around the store office. Is it
Poggers.
Poggers?
That wins Poggers.
There you go. I think
100%.
Always a win.
100% Poggers.
Yeah. Real crowd favorite.
All right. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna go with the last one on this list. Wax fruit. Is it Poggers?
Wow.
I think this is a dark horse submission.
Yeah. Classic Parp.
It's it makes. Go ahead.
I was gonna repeat the question: is wax fruit Poggers?
I was thinking it makes for a great gag on like an old TV show.
Yeah, where they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat this apple," and then they take a bite, and somebody says, "Oh, that's wax."
Wax fruit. That's funny. It's pretty funny.
Applause.
My grandmother had a bowl of wax fruit, and I remember being just amazed that they were all different textures.
Wow.
Wait, she ate a whole bowl?
Just had
Oh,
for lunch.
Like on the
just had for a snack.
what do you mean they were all different textures? Like they all felt like real fruit when you touched them?
No, they all felt wrong in their own way, and I distinctly remember that the grapes were like grapes hanging off the side. It was very artistic, but they were hollow, and you could squeeze them.
Oh, those are weird.
That's probably rubber, not wax.
It's got to be rubber. It's not even wax at that point. But it had, when like it's been out there for a while and there's dust on it, and it gets a quality to it.
It does.
Which
it's like greasy.
I say Poggers.
It's interesting. I have never, I don't think, experienced wax fruit in my life. I've definitely experienced fake fruit, but I don't know if it's ever been wax.
You've never gone to like a open house? Like when they're selling a home?
I think it's like rubber and plastic and stuff.
They'll put out a little
and like foam,
little
like styrofoam.
Fruit.
Yeah.
My guess would be
wax anymore.
I think sometimes it's
wax is kind of outdated, but it's maybe the original idea was you make the fruit out of wax, and then people figured out other materials.
Okay.
More sustainable methods.
Embrace traditionalism.
Cheaper.
Wax fruit, Poggers.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't go
feel
bad.
like wax fruit really represents is as like a microcosm, or dare I say a synecdoche of true American capitalism.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is maybe not so Poggers.
The original Bezos.
Fuck the flag.
What?
Wax fruit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares about the flag?
We should
It's
be burning
inedible.
wax fruit.
If you burn wax fruit,
Mm-hmm.
I will strike you down because I am a patriot.
I want to start painting bowls of wax fruit.
Okay. Paint
Yeah.
them what?
No, just like painting.
Oh, make a painting of them?
Yeah,
Okay.
like paint a picture.
What? But then, is it like, are you making a statement? Are you like, because people will be like, oh, that's a bowl of fruit. And you'll be like, no, it's a bowl
It's
of wax.
wax.
And that's Americana.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's our show.
All right.
Wow. Really makes you think. Really makes you think.
Do you guys have anything that you want to plug or talk about?
I'll plug. Well, you've already done the favor of plugging the Podcast. Thank you. That we're on YouTube and the Facebook and all the places. And then I also would love to plug Truth or Dare Live. Thank you.
Great
Truth
show
or
as
Dare
well.
Live. Thank you.
When's the next one happening?
The next one is tomorrow.
Is it online still?
Yeah, it's still online. It's you should check it out tomorrow. It's a fantastic lineup. I've got Andy Main and Joanne Schinderly on, as well as some other great comics. And it might be the last one I do for a little while, just as things are opening up. People aren't necessarily, I realized midway through the sentence, people don't necessarily want to stay home and watch the show on Twitch, but that's what I'm doing here.
I mean,
being on it. It's different though. It's a stand-up show.
You can throw away a Tuesday night to watch a show on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. And you know what? It wouldn't
be. You need to be out drinking on a Tuesday night. Get your life together.
Some people do.
Figure
it's
your
mostly
shit out.
comics. They need to be out drinking which
Well,
I guess they can be doing more at home when they're on
There
the
you
show.
go.
So check it out.
also,
It's
yeah,
tomorrow
you
at 8.
can. I think you get to drink more if you're at home because nobody's like, "Are you driving?"
Yeah.
I don't have anywhere to be.
It's excellent. Some of these comics really are whiling out on in front of their laptops. You know,
I
they
tell you
just
what.
feel right at home because they are.
I drank 7 seltzers today,
I bet.
Wow. Jeez.
and I was home for the whole time.
And look at you. Now you're wearing these pants. You got these little creamy shoes on. Hi.
Creamy little blues.
Oh, you're so cute. Yeah, that's at 8 tomorrow at twitch.tv/Truth or Dare Live, and it's gonna be a great time.
Hell yeah, Nakey baby, what you
Please.
got?
Keep watching Swimmingly. Get it out
Oh,
there, and I'm gonna really monitor it until I get. I want like a mean review, and I want to. I don't want to comment. I don't want a mean comment on the YouTube. I can't have that. But I need someone to send me like a personal message that was like, "This was a waste of
Okay.
17 minutes."
So
my
here
life.
is the mission. Everybody who is watching right now, there's 11 of you.
Mhm.
Well, I don't know. 10 probably plus so I guess we got eyes twice. 12 of you. 12 people need to go and watch
Yep.
Chris Nakis Swimmingly.
Swimmingly.
It's on YouTube. It's
Yeah.
only 17 minutes long. So if you don't have 17 minutes to spare, great. And then
Hey.
all of you need to write poor reviews and send it to him personally.
Yep.
Yeah, don't put it on. I can't handle like the stress of a thumbs down on the YouTube video.
But he's on
send it
Instagram,
directly to
he's
me.
on
Send
Twitter.
the anger directly to me. That'd be great.
Send him some real like here's everything you did wrong.
Handwritten note.
Yeah. Do you want to tell us your street address so that people can send you? No, that's it. I think that does
Whoa.
it. I think that ties her all up.
Emma had grabbed a link.
Oh shit.
I got
Oh,
so many
shit.
animals around here.
Oh hot damn. Look at this. Put it. Oh, there it is.
Whoa.
She wants to let you know. Goodbye.
I think that's a
Got
good
it.
I think that's a good way to
That's not
finish her
bad.
up.
It's better than the time Chad made the dog poop with the fingers and the butt and the little glands.
Chad was rubbing the dog's butt.
He really,
That's Harp.
he gave you guys a
Oh,
lot of
shit.
spectacles.
This is my cousin.
The math lawyer?
I have family.
The math lawyer.
Wow.
The math lawyer. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us. Loved every second of it. It was just it was a treat and a treasure.
Anthony, you're getting some love for the face reveal.
Oh shit.
Harp face reveal.
Oh shit. Space reveal.
It's not necessarily
Face
love.
reveal.
I just want to point out.
Okay.
Thank you all for being here.
So great. Hey, pour hot tea all over your legs and feet.
Yep.
You friggin' maniacs.
Thanks for having me.
I'm
Good
gonna-
to
I'm
see you,
holding
everybody.
for suspense.
Are you gonna?
I'm holding. Let's
You got to. Well, you got to say the thing because otherwise.
start the show.